What's good, world? Welcome to Guardian Live's weekly recap. I'm your host, Jesus, and this is the week in 5 minutes. Alright, so top on the rundown, Kanye West has confirmed his conversion to Christianity. Well, personally, I've always thought that Kanye was a Christian because on one of his songs on his previous album, The Life of Pablo, he literally said, quote and unquote, Jesus is a Christian. Jesus is his alias, and he came again during the listening party earlier this week at Howard University for his upcoming album, Jesus is King, to confirm that he had converted to Christianity, rather. And it's been met with mixed reception. You know, the fact that he's a very pop cultural artist and now, you know, switching to gospel music. A lot of people aren't really okay with that transition but at the end of the day, you know, if you're a Christian, you should know that God can use anyone. Alright, so next on the rundown, ex-Big Brother housemate Kemen. Kemen came on that heavy fire for a skit that went out earlier this week, and it portrayed him as a big, you know, hunky guy walking down the road, and then this guy and his babe are walking as well, and he gropes the girl's ass. And this sparked a lot of conversations online. Kemen was hit back and front, basically because of his history from the Big Brother house with the whole T-Boss drama, which eventually led to his disqualification from the show. People were not happy with the fact that he was in a position of allegedly, you know, harassing women. And honestly, I feel like it's misdirected, that anger, because he has served his time. He was kicked out, and he gave an apology at the time. And he and T-Boss, they moved on from the situation. And this is not even, you know, being defensive of the character Kemen. It's urging society to allow people to have a life after scandal. Okay, so this next story is an ode to the legends. So the Notorious B.I.G and Whitney Houston are going to be honored by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as there will be 2020 inductees apparently. They made the short list of 16 exceptional musicians over time. This included the Notorious B.I.G, Biggie Smalls himself, Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan, 9 Inch Nails, and a lot of 90s and early 2000 influencers that really drove music forward. And this is a big deal for hip-hop, especially for the fact that one of the pioneers, the early pioneers of hip-hop and that genre, you know, in the US and eventually spread across the world, is getting honored. And Whitney Houston, we can't forget Whitney Houston. Now, Whitney Houston was a very pivotal part of, you know, that soulful music in the 90s and early 2000s. So rest in peace to the both of them, and yeah, 2020. Okay, so it seems there's a lot of Big Brother Naija gist this week, as apparently KHAFI, a cup of KHAFI, has, you know, come out to claim GEDONI and insist that their relationship is still very much real. She made this declaration while out doing media rounds with the rest of the housemates. She insisted that her and GEDONI, they still had a good thing going on, and she even called GEDONI the salt of her life. That's a very important role, you know. She and GEDONI have been keeping it on the low key, because if you go on social media, there are very few images of them outside the house. And even on the last party that had the housemates and the evicted housemates in the same party room with that demarcation, she didn't even make any eye contact. She didn't talk to him, he didn't talk to her. So people started to think, oh, okay, maybe this relationship or situationship or whatever it was, maybe it was over. But no, she's here to say, we're still good, we're still going strong. So rooting for them, you know, if there's something there, we hope it blossoms. This is our final story for the week, and this is the heavy story, Obonge story. Alright, so G Worldwide, this is Kizz Daniel's former record label. They are suing the artist for a whopping 500 million naira for various things. Firstly, 200 million naira for damages, over 100 million naira for breach of contract, and 150 million among other fees. The 150 million is for record label exit fees, and it's a lot of money, you know, and they expect this to be paid in full. This is because Kizz Daniel apparently left the record label a while ago without formal documentation, and he retained the name Kizz. You know, they told him, if you're leaving, Kizz Daniel is a brand that they built, they claim that they built. So he left and he maintained Kizz, like K-I-Z-Z, instead of the K-I-S-S that it was, but that wasn't enough for them. They're taking him to court, and it's about to be a royal rumble. Alright guys, those are the top entertainment news stories for the week. Still your host, Jesus. Join us this week and every other week for the biggest news stories. We give you all the rundowns, we have the inside scoops, and the gist on all your favorite celebs and all the happenings worldwide. Catch you next time, The Week in 5 Minutes.